Okay, so how does a 25-year-old company, how can I call a 25-year-old company a revolution and it's new and it's that new? Well, I think you're going to see. When I first started with this company, as I said earlier, I knew there would come a day when it would take off like wildfire. I mean, we've done well. We're probably one of the most successful home businesses that you'll find if you look at our stats. Continued growth year after year, debt free, the highest rating that the Better Business Bureau gives. I mean, those are some pretty impressive statistics, but yet I've always felt like we're not even touching the tip of the iceberg and that we would have to have better technology in order to be able to do that. Because typically, the activity associated with home business, even though ours is the least amount of activity as far as I'm concerned, typically turns people off. It has in the past. So I knew that once technology caught up, and once we caught up with technology, this thing would just become self-evident. Everyone would be able to look at it and really see it for what it truly is, and that is a brilliant no-brainer. That's what this is. It's a brilliant no-brainer. Okay, so as far as I can see, because I'm connected with a lot of very successful people in home business and especially in the one that I'm involved with, and I don't see anyone doing it on Facebook the way that we have the opportunity to do it. And we have a unique connection. We're all on Facebook. I mean, think of how many mutual friends we have, and then think of how many friends those people have, and then think of how many friends those people have. I mean, oh my goodness, if we can pioneer this together, it can go branch out and branch out and branch out and branch out, and everybody wins. That's the thing I love about it. Everybody wins, and nobody loses money, nobody gets hurt. It can't help but enhance and benefit all of our lives, and I've been living that for 10 years. Okay, so as I told you, there's a 20-minute video that goes into a lot more detail about the concept. But I want to tell it to you in my words, and I think it's going to be really straightforward for you. So everybody, to get involved, needs a membership. Think of Costco. You're not allowed to shop at Costco. I don't think you guys have a Costco yet, but it's probably one in North Bay or Sudbury or wherever. You need a membership for the whole year to be able to shop there. Well, same here. You need a membership. Our membership is $29 for the year, and that gives you your buying membership and your business membership. So if all you ever want to do is buy products, that's your membership. If you want to also run a business, that's your membership. And that's all. That part is always optional. So it's a pretty good deal, and I told you about the money back guarantee. So then once a month, everyone does their own personal shopping. We have over 350 products, and I brought some of my products. They're surrounding me here. I'm going to show them to you in a minute, some of my favorites. So once a month, you sit down and you go shopping. Everyone is required to go shopping once a month. Now, why does that make sense? Because it's the kind of shopping we're all doing anyway. And that commitment on a monthly basis is really important. That's what separates hobby income from serious long-term residual income. Now, what I like to call the hobby businesses, the makeups, the soaps, the candles, the jewelry, that kind of thing. Those are the kind of products that people don't need all the time. That's why they're not buying every month. You know, you can only buy so much of those products. It's a once in a while purchase. Our products are the things that we all use every single day. We run out of them and we buy them once a month. And not everything we buy once a month. Some things we buy once a month, some things we buy once every 2 months. And so anyway, it all works out because you're purchasing approximately 5 or 6 or 7 products each month. So I want to show you some of the products and show you how simple that is. So it's a matter of not buying the brand you're buying right now and trying out this brand instead. Now, why on earth would you want to do that? I could give you so many reasons. But first and foremost, and this is a whole other can of worms that I'm going to take the lid off of. So many of the products in the stores from the manufacturers you've been buying from for a long, long time. And this was, believe me, I had to go through this learning curve too. And there's a lot of emotions that come up for it. They're toxic. They're poisonous. They're dangerous. They're hurting your kids. They're hurting your pets. and they are not worth the money you're paying for them. They're based on harsh, dangerous, toxic chemicals. And I'll just give you one example. There's a very popular baby shampoo. I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to, I don't want to put myself in a vulnerable position here. But you've all probably had your hair washed with it as a baby or a child. You might even still be using it today because it's been around for a long, long time. There was a lawsuit. It contained formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is a rat poison and an embalming fluid. So for decades and decades, what do you think the effects are on kids to have their hair washed in that, to have that rubbed on their heads? Terrible. Formaldehyde is one of the most dangerous ingredients in cigarettes. So that just give you a frame of mind. I have 50 more examples. One of the most dangerous substances in people's homes is dishwashing liquid. Dishwashing liquid. And again, formaldehyde. Nasty stuff, and they can hide it in products. You won't pick up a product and read formaldehyde on the label because there are like 12 different chemical names for it, and you have no idea what you're reading. Chemical companies are smart. There's lots of documentaries on this. It's a whole other can of worms. I'm happy to share some resources if you want to dig into that. There are certain things that are disastrous to have in your home, and there are definite correlations between these substances and the kinds of challenges kids especially are facing, like allergies, asthma, attention deficit disorder, fibromyalgia, cancers. I mean, the statistics on those and the correlation between some of the household products that are in people's homes. Homes can be some of the most dangerous, toxic environments, and we just didn't know. It's not about blame. It's not about beating ourselves up. We just didn't know. But the more you dig into this, the more obvious it becomes that the great mystery about why kids are getting so sick, why their immune systems are compromised and shot, and why they seem to be sick all the time, there really is no great mystery. And when you switch over to non-toxic green products, you are taking a huge step in preventing that. And you're also taking a huge step in helping the environment. Especially for those of you who are on septic systems, our products are fantastic for septic systems. So once a month, you sit down and you do your own personal shopping. My friends, that's the business. So how is that a business if everyone's just doing their shopping? Great question. Glad you thought of it. It's because in order to do the shopping, you need the membership. And in order to get the membership, another member has to set it up for you. That's it. That's it. I have set up memberships. It takes me 5 to 10 minutes on my computer. I've set those up for, I think I've got 54 people. And from there, those people have set up memberships, and those people have set up memberships. To make a long story short, I have over 1,000 people who buy their products every month from this store independently from me. I'm doing my own shopping. And then the company sends me a nice big fat check every month. My friends, that's the business. There's no more to it than that. So now look at Facebook, because we are a pure marketing business. We're not a sales business. We're not a take orders, collect money, have an inventory, do home parties, none of that. So where's your overhead? Your overhead is your computer. And look at when we bring Facebook into it. And I wrote in my blog exactly how this works. If you haven't had a read of it, you might find it interesting. Let's say you have 100 friends on your Facebook page. Let's use this month in September, and this is why I've been so assertive about getting the information out there. This month in September, my company announced a huge promotion, a $600 for your first month potential. And it is so simple. You have 100 friends on your Facebook, for example. 8 of those friends see on your Facebook a little video or something that grabs their attention, and they go, and then they say, watch this, and they go, yeah, I want a membership, I want to try it. If 8 people do that, and you've got 100 or 200, you're going to get a check for $600. That's how good that promo is this month. Anyway, I'm about to run out of my time, so I guess there's going to be another part. But I hope that really makes you understand the concept. It is that simple. As you can see on Facebook, I'm doing all the marketing. I'm doing the information sharing. All you have to do is press share and work with me. Okay, we're picking it up in a second.